Hey guys, welcome back to my brain rot. Welcome back to my goofy channel, where today I'm going to sort of, itchy nose, I'm going to discuss my thoughts on the Pokemon Day presentation thing, which maybe you do or you don't know is something that they do every year on this day in February, because it's the anniversary of Pokemon, I assume, something like that. So we get this presentation every year. Well, at least in recent years, they put this on YouTube, and sometimes it's a complete dud, and yeah, sometimes it's okay. This presentation, I was kind of expecting something. The reason I was expecting something is because the Nintendo store in New York, they said, hey, come on down and, watch this live. We're going to be showing it, first come, first serve. And they typically do this if there's something to react to, because then you get to get the reactions of the crowd, like, whoa, look at that crazy thing. If you think back to, like, Smash reveals and stuff like that, real big deal when they were shown at these events. So I was kind of expecting something. I found the start of this incredibly boring. I was trying to skip ahead on the live stream as I'm being told about new, are they called Terra raids? Yeah, Terra incursions, Terra raids. I was like, I don't give a shit about this. I was like, here comes the inevitable free-to-play and mobile stuff. So, okay, Pokemon Company are adding, whoever the fuck into... I kind of didn't want to swear on this channel, but I guess that's what I'm doing. They've added whoever the fuck into, what's it called? Pokemon Unite. And we got people, Pokemon Go event. We've got Pokemon Masters X, hashtag Master Sex. We got new Pokemon, or new trainers, or new synergies, or however the hell that works. Pokemon Sleep Johto, I think that was a thing. So, all this stuff that's not going to exactly get you excited. The thing that people were always talking about is, okay, we've got a format of what's going on. If, like, we get core games, and we get these remakes going back to Leaf Green, Fire Red, then we got Heart Soul Silver, then we got the Omega Sapphire, whatever it's called, and then we got the BDSP. So people are like, oh, when's the Gen 5 remake? When's the Gen 5 remake? And I don't know, I've always got this sense of just like, I don't know, for whatever reason, I just didn't feel it was coming. People, have this, because of the Let's Go Pikachu, people have this expectation that we're going to get, like, Let's Go Pichu and Marill and stuff like that. I didn't really think that was coming either. I kind of felt Legends was one and done. I wasn't, like, holding out hope for another Legends as much as I found that as being completely unfinished. Like all these, multi-developed, they have like 3 Pokemon games being developed at once. So they can release one every year, all from the same pipeline of assets, and they don't work. So even though, Legends Arceus, like all the modern Pokemon games, was a bit of a mess, I did enjoy it for what it is, because the Pokemon brand itself is so endearing that we put up with just absolute crap. That's the deal. We like the Pokemon so much that they make these absolutely, dog shit games. I'll go out and say it. I think Game Freak are untalented. I think they're untalented. I think they are dated. I don't think they know how to handle this stuff. And they should really be bringing in other, like, Nintendo first-party and second-party studios on for support in a big way. Like Monolith Soft and these sorts of guys, like how they supported with Breath of the Wild. How Namco Bandai are brought in with with Sora and HAL Laboratories to make the Smash Brothers games. You need to stop bringing in some people into the Pokemon. Now, they don't have any incentive to do that because it's going to sell crazy anyway if they put out something crap or something good. But I would like it if they put out something good. But that being said, the cool new mechanics and the endearing qualities of just the Pokemon existing made Legends Arceus pretty damn fun for me. I wasn't really expecting new Arceus. I don't know what I was expecting out of this. I was kind of expecting more stuff to go into time travel in some way, because I guess that was a big deal in Arceus. I guess that was a big deal in the Scarlet and Violet, right? And maybe we did get that. I'm not sure. So I was kind of like thinking maybe there's going to be some sort of Johto, Celebi based, going backwards and forwards in time sort of game. I don't know. this opened up with a bunch of unknown flying about. So I was like, okay, maybe we are getting my hypothetical Celebi time travel Johto Journeys game. I need to talk about Johto Journeys one day because I have some fucking thoughts on that TV show. But yeah, they opened up with all these unknowns. It started going through all this schlock, which you can see right here about all the updates to the MOBAs and the free-to-plays and the mobile phones. But eventually, what slammed up was the Game Freak logo. So it's like, okay, we got a new mainline Pokemon game here. That's what's showing up. We saw a bunch of images of I forget the name of it. Slam me in the comments if you want. No one's going to comment on this. But it showed us the Paris City from Pokemon X. And then boom, Pokemon Z, Legends, Pokemon ZA. ZA, I think that's what it's called. Jesus Christ, I should know what I'm talking about in this video. I think the game is called Pokemon Legends ZA. Okay, so finally Pokemon Z, and it's going in with the Legends formula. Now this was just like a CGI trailer. We didn't see any gameplay. It said simultaneous release 2025. I wonder if this is going to be a Switch game or a Switch successor game, which according to the Switch 2 rumors, we're always about to get that every 5 minutes. So whenever the hell that comes out, I wonder if this is a cross-gen game or whether this is just, I don't know. But yeah, so that's the thing that's coming. So was that a real hot sort of, it's cool, but it's like, it's a title, you know? We're not really getting a lot of substantial information here. We're getting a CG trailer showing us the Paris City, whatever it was called, from Pokemon X, because that game was based on France. And we got, hey, this is coming out 2025 for everything, and we got a title. So if you like the Kalos region, then, you know, rejoice, because we're going back to the Kalos region. That is the point I dropped off Pokemon. That is actually the point I dropped off a lot of video games, where I kind of got a bit burnt out. I thought a lot of stuff coming out was schlock. I did not finish Pokemon X, even though I went to a release party that took place in a place that has pole dancers, which was by the officially associated Nintendo Street Pass group of my area. Maybe that is a video for another guy, and maybe my friend Beans can talk about that if I can pull him on here sometimes. But yeah, we're going back to the Kalos region. It is the game I dropped off, not because I think it sucks, but it is because I got kind of burned out from Pokemon. I got burned out from a lot of games, and I didn't jump back in until the Nintendo Switch era. So I didn't play the 3DS Pokemon games. I was out. Even though I loved the 3DS, I was an early adopter. I was part of the Ambassador program. I do love that system, but that's when I dropped off. So I don't particularly have a lot of nostalgia for the Kalos region. I was playing it recently on a 2DS I picked up, and I was like, cool, and I got really excited because it like sort of because it's French, sort of brought in some sort of Fontainebleau sort of stuff, and we had so there's like a bouldering rock climbing gym, and I was like, that's kind of cool. But yeah, I don't have a ton of nostalgia for the Kalos region or Pokemon X and Y in general. I did pick up X. My original game cartridge to X is lost due to a breakup. And my original 3DS launch model is lost due to a breakup. RIP. But yeah, the one thing that is cool about this to me, that does get me kind of, I'm not like hyped, you know, I can wait till 2025 and, you know, I've got plenty of things to do. I'm not twiddling my thumbs to learn. Got plenty of things to entertain myself to learn. But the thing that does, you know, pique old Rex's interest when it comes to Pokemon Legends ZA is Mega Evolutions. I thought that out of the gimmicks, I think that's the coolest one. It's the first gimmick, and I think it's the coolest gimmick. So Mega Evolution's back in action. I never rocked around with those a lot, so I'm happy to kind of get my paws into those, so to speak. Cringe. And the Legends formula. I liked Legends Arceus, so if they allow this one to bake in the oven maybe 3 more seconds than they let these do usually, maybe it'll be something hot. But overall, There's Pokemon Presents, Pokemon Day Presents, however they format it, presentation. It's a stinker from me. I give this a thumbs down, right? I thought it was a lot of schlock. I thought it was a lot of nonsense. I don't think they should just churn one of these out every year, because I think people just get kind of disappointed. But there we go. If you came back here, thank you. Consider, this is the cringe YouTube section. Consider dropping a subscription and a like and a comment. I will reply to you, even if you tell me just simply to go fuck myself. I'm not just going to be posting video game stuff, although I do later this week, unknown, I do later this week really want to talk about Final Fantasy Remake leading up to the release of Rebirth, which is imminent. And I am excited for that. So I want to do a little bit of talk on Final Fantasy VII, how I feel about it going in. And then on the other side of Rebirth, I can kind of give my opinions on that. So probably the next couple of videos are still going to be talking about current video games. But there's other stuff I want to talk about. There's some TV shows, there's some movies, there's some music, there's some professional wrestling. There's maybe even some gym stuff, like sports and stuff. There's some stuff I want to talk about here. So if you're here for the ride, thank you, even if it's just a hate watch. But I guess peace out. Let's see if I can turn this camera off without knocking everything over.